Everyone, welcome back. Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is that form tolerances are applicable to single features. That's the title, and it's pretty much the point. Form tolerances do not control separate things. Like this flatness tolerance does not control the bottom surface and the top surface. The flatness control does not say that this surface and this surface are going to be perpendicular, or parallel in that case, or that these two surfaces are going to be perpendicular. It does not keep the angle right here constant. It simply says that that top surface is flat. Okay, it says that top surface is flat. Also, even if there are multiple coplanar features, so if I had a case that looks something like this, let's redraw it, there we go, beautiful. Okay. And there's, two features and they're coplanar, we can see that. It would only apply to the one that's applied to. This is the one that's going to be controlled by this tolerance. This one is not controlled. If we wanted to make it so that both were controlled, we would have to use the continuous feature symbol, which is just CF in this little box here. And we would include it inside of our tolerance. Okay, we would include it there to let them know that it applies to both. So form tolerances, they apply to a single feature. They do not give any sort of relationship between other features. And it only applies to the exact feature that it's connected to, even if there are multiple coplanar or coaxial features. Okay, now form tolerances have a different meaning when it's controlling a surface or a feature of size. Okay? All features of size have surfaces, but not every surface is part of a feature of size. For example, let's see here. This is not a part of a feature of size. These two surfaces are. They're part of a feature of size. These two surfaces are, but that angled surface is not. Also, when we are using form tolerance on a feature of size, it controls things differently, as we're going to see soon. Finally, the last thing that we should think about is that form tolerances are not applicable to irregular features of size. You can't say that this is what it's supposed to look like and say, well, I want it to be flat. What does that even mean? I want it to be straight. Well, apparently you don't, because it's super curvy. It has to be a regular feature. And form tolerances like this, like flatness and straightness, are not meant to say, well, I just don't want it to be bumpy. I know that it's very curved, but I don't want it to be bumpy, so I'm going to say it's going to be a very flat surface to get rid of all those bumps. No, that's a completely different tolerance. To be more like surface finish than anything else. So be very careful about that. And remember that depending on where it's applied, it's going to apply differently. Now don't worry too much, we're going to go through all those examples together. You're going to see how it changes in these next videos. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you all next time.